What's up guys, welcome to another beginner series video for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and today we're going to be talking about mixing elements. And usually that would be a bad thing for most times, but this time it's not going to be so bad. And huge disclaimer, because some people don't pay attention to some things in my videos. Huge disclaimer, big lights, like in Hollywood or something. Big lights. You would only want to do this if you are wanting to use a finisher and you want to use the finisher quickly. For example, Sephiroth or Tifa. So that's the only reason why you would ever want to do this. Otherwise, probably just stick with one element. Especially if you're just bringing chainers. If you're just bringing chainers, just stay with one element, guys. Doing mixing elements is only useful for finishing. So, I'll show you first of all. Simple element here. Just one element. Now we're going to chain. See how slow, it's kind of slow to get to that 300%. It's not slow per se, but it's a little slow. So with that being in mind, let's go ahead and double imbue ourselves. Now we're light and earth. See how much faster it got there? We're still chaining where it was at 300% already. So that's how that's supposed to go, guys. So if you imbue two elements, you can get to that chain a little faster. That's why you see in some of my videos, or maybe some other people's videos, they're equipping two elements weapons on like sub-chainers like Gilgamesh or some other units that can build up a chain for a finisher. It's because you can get to the chain cap a lot faster, the 300% or whatever it says up here, 300% chain modifier thing. So that's how that works. I guess you guys had to do a victory of that. Whoops. So now let's just do normal chaining and see how that goes without tag chaining. But this is with dual elements. It's a little slower, like I said, instead of tag chaining. See how fast that was? We went to 300% immediately. Now let's see how that looks like without it. Now we're just light imbued and that's it. Let's see how this goes. See, it's a little slower, like you can just tell it's slightly slower. In this instance it doesn't matter because the chain is so high, but if you want to cap really quickly with a finisher that's kind of like, you know, it's like someone like Sephiroth who's a little fast. If you think about the guys, his finish is pretty fast in his race shift form. So if you want to cap that quickly, you want to use double elements. I know it's kind of hard to see. It's hard to notice for, like, if you're like a new player, like what's the big difference? I say go to 300% pretty fast anyways. Since this is a new player video, I'm just going to say that it's a big difference. It's a huge difference in the speed of when it gets to that compared to the slight increase when it goes up to 300% when you're just chaining normally with one element. So this is what I mean with using double elements. It's just faster. It's just much faster to guys. So if you are using someone like Sephiroth or just Tifa or anyone like Zidane, for example, who would like to finish very quickly, stuff like that, do elements, but only if you're able to control them. For example, if a boss is, you know, 400% resistance to fire and light, and you're imbuing fire and light to do it dual element, you probably don't want to do that. Something that if the boss is weak to the element, if the boss is neutral to the element, that's the reason why you would ever want to do this as well, because you want to have a controlled environment with these elements, because you don't want to be using, you don't want to be imbuing an element that the boss is like 400% resistant to or something. That won't really work out too well for you. So that's what I wanted to say as well. You want to double imbue on bosses and stuff that you can control that. So yeah, you don't want to be imbuing like dark, for example, if the boss is immune to dark, like absorbs dark or resistant dark and stuff like that. So that's about it, guys. There's not much else to say. Again, I'm gonna mention this at the end of the video. You only want to do this if you want to cap quickly with a finisher. If you're bringing just chainers, then you don't need to worry about dual elementing, because it won't make a difference. You're only doing this to cap the chain quickly. That's about it, guys. This was supposed to be just a very short video, and that's all the time I have in the morning, because I I got to do other things. So appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!